Down the rabbit hole. It was a warm summer day. Alice was sitting on the riverbank with her sister. Her sister was reading a book. It was a book with no pictures or conversations. Alice peeped into the book once or twice. How could a book be that dull? She wondered. Alice was very bored. She wanted to do something interesting. She thought, today is a warm day. It would be great to make a daisy chain. But in the next second, she changed her mind. Oh, it is not worth the trouble of getting up and picking up the daisies. Suddenly, a white rabbit with pink eyes ran close by her. First, Alice looked at the rabbit without much curiosity. But when she heard the rabbit saying to itself, oh dear, I shall be late, she became wonderstruck. She jumped from the place she sat. At the same moment, the rabbit actually took a watch out of its waistcoat pocket, looked at it, and then hurried on. Seeing this, Alice started to her feet. She had never before seen a rabbit with either a waistcoat or a watch to take out of it. Burning with curiosity, she ran across the field after it. The next moment, it popped down a large rabbit hole under the hedge. Alice did not get a moment to think further. She also went after it. She had not considered where she was heading to and how in the world she was going to get out of there. The rabbit hole went straight on like a tunnel, and Alice dipped suddenly down into it. Alice had not a moment to think about stopping herself before she found herself falling down a very deep well. Alice fell very slowly. As she went down, she got plenty of time to look about her. In every fraction of a second, she wondered what was going to happen next. First, she tried to look down and make out what she was coming to, but it was too dark to see anything. Then, she looked at the sides of the well. She noticed that they were filled with cupboards and bookshelves. Here and there, she saw maps and pictures hung upon pegs. She took down a jar from one of the shelves as she passed. It was labeled orange marmalade, but to her great disappointment, it was empty. She did not like to drop the jar for the fear of hurting somebody, so she managed to put it into one of the cupboards as she fell past it. Down, down, down. Would the fall never come to an end? I wonder how many miles I have fallen by this time, she said aloud. Down, down, down. Then suddenly, thump, thump, she came upon a heap of sticks and dry leaves, and the fall was over. Alice was not a bit hurt, and she jumped up onto her feet in a moment. She looked up, but it was all dark overhead. Before her was another long passage, and the white rabbit was still inside, hurrying down it. She heard the same voice of the rabbit. Oh my ears and whiskers, how late it is getting. She was close behind it when she turned the corner, but the rabbit was no longer to be seen. She found herself in a long hall which was lit up by a row of lamps hanging from the roof. There were doors all around the hall. Alice tried to open every door, but they were all locked. She walked sadly down the middle of the room, wondering how she was ever to get out again. Suddenly, she came upon a three-legged table, and she got a tiny golden key from it. She tried the keys on all the doors, but either the locks were too large or the key was too small. At last, she found a little door about 15 inches high. She tried the little golden key in the lock and it fitted. The door led Alice into a small passage not much larger than a rat hole. She knelt down and looked along the passage. She found the loveliest garden she had ever seen. She wanted to wander about among those beds of bright flowers and those cool fountains, but she could not even get her head through the doorway. She went back to the table, half hoping she might find another key on it. But this time, she found a little bottle on it with a paper label with the words, "Drink me." "No, I'll look first," she said, "and see whether it's marked poison or not." However, the bottle was not marked poison, so Alice ventured to taste it. It had a sort of mixed flavor of cherry tart, custard, pineapple, roast turkey, toffee, and hot buttered toast. She very soon finished it off. Alas, she was now only 10 inches high. She was now the right size for going through the little door into the lovely garden. There, Alice started another amazing exploration.